Hey, how's it? This is the Foundation coming at you with my Week 16 picks. Last week I did 14 and 2, so all good. Especially when this team wins, it's all good. Like always, I do my Cowboys video separately. So, Wednesday, I mean, Thursday, there's no games, so I kind of waited a little while. But there's a couple Saturday games, and two, I just recognized that there was two Monday games too. So let's get on with these picks. So the first of the Saturday games is the Indianapolis Colts versus the Baltimore Ravens. I got the Baltimore Ravens. They gotta win out. I think they need some help, but they gotta win out to even have a shot. Next is the second of the Saturday games is Minnesota Vikings versus the Green Bay Packers. I got the Minnesota Vikings. They still have a shot to get at least a first round bye and or for depending on what goes on with the Eagles as well, the home field advantage. And man, that's going to be a scary place to play. Green Bay, they said, you know what, we're limited for the playoffs. Let's get a look at these young guys and let's roll with that. And let's make sure that Aaron Rodgers goes into next year, very healthy. Um, Next is the Tampa Bay Buccaneers versus the Carolina Panthers. I got the Carolina Panthers. I mean, Carolina. I know Winston. I know Winston. I know Cam Newton is a hall. I mean, not Hall of Famer. It's a Heisman Trophy winner. And Luke Kuechly is regarded as one of the best linebackers, or if not the best, middle linebackers. Peppers, a legend and all that. Possible future Hall of Famer. So, they, but they're very solid at the team. I mean, you look at the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. I mean, Winston won the Heisman Trophy as well. I mean, Evans. People was thinking that Menzel was that great. Evans probably made Menzel just as much as Menzel did anything. Deshaun Jackson. I mean, one of the big name free agents out there. McCoy, one of the best defensive players out there. A lot of talented guys. You would think that they would be able to win more games. I mean, I remember when Warren Sapp used to talk about, he was so pissed off he had to go to Derek Brooks' room and said, "You heard what Chris Memmer said, that we the Yucks." It would be nice to see Tampa Bay get some pride. But anyway, Cleveland Browns versus the Chicago Bears. I got the Chicago Bears. They don't want to be recognized as the team that gave Cleveland their first win, and they want to, and it's a team that they should win at home. If you're gonna change the culture, you cannot let that happen. And the Cleveland Browns, they don't want to be another team. The second team that to go 0-16 in 16 straight games and all that. So they're gonna fight like hell. Next to the Detroit Lions versus the Cincinnati Bengals, I got the Detroit Lions. They gotta win out to clinch their spot. Cincinnati, I just brought up the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, and very similar. Did they quit though? That's the question. Did they really quit? I would like to believe that they will, at home, give their fans something to cheer about. Unless they really quit, you know. uh, I don't know. They can prove me wrong if they didn't quit or not, or they can prove a lot of people wrong if they quit or not. Next is the Miami Dolphins versus the Kansas City Chiefs. Um, I don't know if Kansas City can close them out just yet, but most likely, I think if they win and Raiders lose, or Raiders or Chargers lose, or both of them lose, then they win the division and all that. So they want to hurry up and get this done. Next is the Buffalo Bills versus the New England Patriots. Um, Very important game for both teams. Buffalo gotta win to stay in. New England, they can clinch home field advantage with a win right here. So it's still a very important game. But I got the New England Patriots. Next is the Atlanta Falcons versus the New Orleans Saints. I I guess I can pick the New Orleans Saints. Atlanta Falcons. They. I mean, that's a bad taste leaving in your mouth. Running on the field. And all that stuff. you know, I mean, New Orleans. They want to win the division. They got a shot to. I mean, Atlanta got to win to stay in, but New Orleans. I think they can pull this one out. Next is the Los Angeles Chargers versus the New York Jets. I got the New York Jets. I think they want to change the culture. They want they want to end the season in a positive note and all that. So I got them winning. Uh, Los Angeles Rams versus the Tennessee Titans. I got the Los Angeles Rams. I think they have a shot of still getting a first round bye. If Minnesota loses, if Minnesota loses twice or whatever, but in order to get that shot, they gotta win out. And Tennessee Titans, they need to win. Hey, Marcus Mariota, love you, brother, but you gotta get this done though. um, but yeah, I got the Rams in this one. Next is the Denver Broncos versus the Washington Redskins. I got the Washington Redskins. Um, yeah, you know, this playing for pride. Next is the Jacksonville Jaguars versus the San Francisco 49ers. Um, I got the Jacksonville Jaguars, but you know what? San Francisco, ever since Jimmy Garoppolo came in the lineup, a lot of attitude has changed, a lot of positive feeling coming from that organization. So, they got a lot to look forward to. They got to sign, they got to make sure they lock him up though. But very positive situation. Jacksonville Jaguars, they have an outside chance of getting a first round bye if they can win out and Pittsburgh loses the next because they own the tie break against them. So they have a shot of getting at least going for the first round bye. Next is the New York Giants versus the Arizona Cardinals. I got the Arizona Cardinals. Another pride game and all that. Man, I do feel sorry for Fitzgerald though. Monday night games. The first one is Pittsburgh Steelers versus the Houston Texans. Pittsburgh, if they want their first round bye, they gotta win this game out because, like I said, Jacksonville Jaguars has that shot, and Jacksonville had beat them earlier in this year, and all that. It's gonna be tough because no Antonio Brown, a big loss for them. A lot of people thinking that. A lot of people believe that he should be named the MVP. If that's how much he means to this team, then yeah. Houston, man, they're gonna look back and it's like, oh, how sickening. Losing J.J. Watt, losing Whitney Merciless, losing Deshaun Jackson, Deshaun Watson. Sorry, Deshaun Jackson, Deshaun Watson. He was on his way easily winning the rookie MVP. The way he was playing and all that, he brought a new life to this team. And losing him, that changed a lot of things, So they're gonna be looking forward to next year. Finally is the Oakland Raiders versus the Philadelphia Eagles. I got the Philadelphia Eagles. I think if they win this game, they got the home field. I'm not 100% sure, but I believe that they lock up the home field if they win this game. Or no, I take that back. If they win this game and Minnesota loses, then they lock it up. And they hoping that happens because they don't have their left tackle, they don't have their left guard. I don't have to mention they lost Wentz, they lost their middle linebacker, so a lot of key areas missing, and you'd like to stay home for those kind of games and all that. So Oakland has a damn chance, but they have a chance nonetheless. Let me see here. I think they have. Let me see. Yeah, they have that much chance. They got a chance. I couldn't resist. I'm sorry. All right. Mahalo for watching. Paniola boys, and like always, go Cowboys.